Hello YouTube tarot fans, it's Hermit Writer, and today I have a quick tarot tip for you on how I like to store my decks. My boxes I tend to keep on a bookshelf, but the individual decks I prefer to wrap. And I don't like using bags as much. They're handy for storage, but I find that using a napkin or a piece of fabric or a bandana works much better for the individual decks. And when I wrap them, I use crafting thread or cord. This is what I'm currently using, and I usually use the second largest size to secure the decks. And I wrap it once lengthwise and once widthwise to keep it secure. And then when I open it, I not only have a handy way to store it, but I also have a spread cloth so that when I'm out in public or even here at my desk, I avoid getting any kind of stains or debris or anything like that on my tarot cards. This piece of fabric came from a crafting store. I think it was Michael's is the closest one to me. It's a roughly, this one's not quite square. It's a little bit rectangular, so it doesn't fold exactly in half, but for my purposes that doesn't really matter. I set the deck in the middle and fold the bottom up over it, so you want to obviously make sure you have a piece of fabric that's big enough to do this. I fold the top down, and then I go side to side. Wrap any excess around. And then I secure it with my cord. You want a knot that's tight enough to secure it, but you don't want it so tight that it starts bending the decks. A deck like this, Noble Tarot, is pretty sturdy and probably won't warp, but something a little bit thinner. Some of the Llewellyn decks, for instance, are a little bit thinner cardstock. Those might warp if it's too tight. So yeah, this is a very inexpensive way to wrap and store your decks. This is a piece of cotton cloth. I don't think this cost more than $5. This is a napkin. Literally a black dinner napkin that I got from, I don't know, Target or Bed Bath & Beyond. I believe this is cotton as well. And this is a bandana that was a gift from my wife. So I don't know exactly how much this cost. And I think it was from a local New Age store. And that's how I like to store my reading decks. If you have any ideas of your own, feel free to leave them in the comments. And I will talk to you next time.